Namaste, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, rising, Mars, Jupiter frequencies. Also, those born during the year of the goat, the year of the rabbit, the year of the pig. I don't know, like my mind is always like thinking on several things at a time, and it's like happening more and more. So I have to like really pause and think on what I'm saying. Also, if you got your moon in air frequencies, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Also, if you've got Venus or Mercury frequencies in fire or earth frequencies. Also, if you've got North Node in earth frequencies, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, these messages may apply to you. For it's just your next card of the day message for November 19. Oh, so this is for Friday, because I did for tomorrow's energies. I did that last night. So these messages are for Friday, November 19, which will be the day of the full moon in Taurus, also a lunar eclipse. So you got the 9 of Wands, water signs, and 9 of Wands. I feel like you are doing whatever you're doing, or the direction that you're going in. You're doing something, secretly, which is your frequency. But I'm getting you're doing a lot of that. Some of you could be doing something really spiteful also. So I am also getting that. But the flow and the direction, whatever it is you're doing, this could also be to your home. You're doing, renovations, to your home, remodeling your home. So a lot that you're doing, this is pretty much like not surface level. And so I'm getting like some, it's just like kind of manipulative kind of frequency for some. I am getting like for some, it is like your home. And of course, like people who come to your home, which is not open to the public, will see these changes. So that too. I'm getting also sexual intercourse, of course. So, okay, let's get into the energies. So, the 9 of Wands, moving in a new direction because of changes taking place, or you're initiating these changes. 8 Wands, standing at attention behind you, upright, fixed, not moving. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, get out of that petty frequency of like Kamujin frequency. Don't want to read too much into that. Those who are doing that know what they're doing. But it's like also seeing things from a whole different perspective, being away, done. You're done with a tradition or doing things a certain way. And this is like pretty much changing things around you. Like I said, this could be your home, to have a whole different look, a whole different flavor. Okay? But also some of you, this is like doing something, changing, changing of tradition. I'm getting also traditions being changed. Now this like, they're external factors. Okay? So like someone is getting left in the past, and I'm getting this is due to a passing, like a death, or someone pretty much moving out. And so pretty much a certain way of living or a certain way of being is coming to an end, and there's a new beginning on the horizon. Okay, and this is happening to each and every one of you in different ways, shapes, and forms. Okay, so I'm getting the sudden passing and sudden death of a family member. I'm also getting now this could be a child, this could be an elderly family member, but I'm getting like those polarities, those opposite polarities, like something like that. I'm getting, but of course this could be an adult child, and I'm getting like someone who works in a foreign country. I keep getting that energy. Okay, or someone who is away from you, like far away from you. I'm also getting someone popping up all of a sudden unannounced. Okay, I'm getting that too. I'm getting the sudden end of a job. This could be you, like you were passionate about something. You're not passionate about it anymore. Now, this could be the holidays, like Thanksgiving or Christmas that's coming up. Something that you usually do, like purchase a Christmas tree, purchase some hams, or ham or whatever, you normally do to prepare for the holiday season, purchase gifts. I'm getting that's being done away with. Now, this could be voluntarily or involuntarily. Now, this could be due to being in a financial prison, the death of a family that, you have to cater to, and that's like expense, sudden unexpected expense. Or this could be someone who was pretty much supporting you, a family member who was like a backbone to the family. And that is a huge shakeup to any family system, or of any family structure. I am getting also this could you getting a makeover on your body, like changing your hair. You could be bleaching your hair, dyeing your hair, bleaching and dyeing your hair, purchasing new clothes. This could be you going out shopping. I kind of got that in the divine feminist energy, but I kind of like forgot to mention that. Okay, but like shopping, purchasing new clothes, purchasing stuff for your body. Now, this could actually be surgery, someone going under the knife. Okay, someone could be installing braids, getting some sew-ins. This could be someone getting their nails done. This could be someone just buying some makeup. It could be as simple as that. So I'm getting also doing something different. I'm getting someone who's doing something to spite someone here. Like someone's like showing off, like bragging, like someone could be like doing something in their home because they're trying to like. Now this could be a tenant or a neighbor. Maybe y'all you're on the same building, in different apartments. Like this is like your neighbor is like like doing something to their apartment that's like just to make you feel like a loser and stuff like that. This could also just be a next door neighbor doing that because like because they want everybody else around in the surrounding area to feel like, damn, nothing ain't going on for you, you're losers. But I'm getting also that. I'm also getting someone overseeing some work here being done, like could be to your house or so there could be workmen at your house on Friday. I'm getting also some work coming to an end. So this could be the final installation of furniture, cupboards, whatever that's being installed in your home on Friday. Okay. I am also getting some disappointment. Like someone leaving work unfinished for some of you. But I'm getting like someone is like creating an illusion that they have money or they are wealthy and they're not. So like someone is like I said, like could be getting like new appliances, new equipment, furniture, installations to their house, addition, adding on to their home and expanding their home. And I'm getting like this is just really just to like a competition, like it's like being in a housing development like this one. And that's why I say I don't like living in these places, because the people are so low in vibration. They're just so dense. They are so bound to their homes, their possessions. And it's like every year, especially like during the Christmas, right before the Christmas holidays, it's like everyone is competing to, okay, who has more money, who's more prosperous, who's better, who's living a better life. And this attracts a lot of criminals, because at this time of the year you have a lot of break-ins, And I don't co-sign that kind of stuff. But when you go flashing and flaunting, let us say in Jamaican dialect, when you rub butter, well, what was it like? My Jamaicans don't rub butter puss mouth. Don't rub butter a puss mouth. Something like that. Don't rub butter a puss mouth, which is to say, do not tempt a thief. Don't rub butter a puss mouth. Like you heard that list, like it's like a tongue twister right there. Don't rub butter a puss mouth. So it is like, in Jamaican culture, it's like cats, they're like thieves. Yeah, like when someone says like, you have pussans, or sometimes like puss eyes, it's not, it's like to say like you have like beautiful colored eyes, but sometimes they say that it's like a disrespect. It's like to say that you're watching their stuff, and you may possibly steal their stuff because you got that cat like essence to you, which may mean that you're a thief like cats, because like cats, they move very stealthily, and they are just really cunning in how they move. It's that feline frequency, and so Jamaicans refer to that frequency as onto a thief. Okay, so pretty much it's not saying that you can't adorn your homes and spend your money as you want, but ensure that the reason why you do that, it is not to cast an illusion. Make sure it is for pure entertainment and enjoyment. It is what you want. It is not you trying to make it's to affect a change in your life and not in other people's lives, unless it's like people you care about and it's a good change that you're trying to effect or trigger in their lives. It's not competition. When you compete, you lose, because like I said, don't rub butter puss mouth, because at the end of the day, when you tempt these thieves because you are trying to show off and stuff like that, you set yourself up, you put yourself in a very sensible and vulnerable position to getting robbed. And you find a lot of people over here, they're really scared and really really cowardly, because like moment, like it's like 6 p.m, like the moment it's like sunset, the sun is set, they close their grills, they close their doors, and it's like they're in a prison because of fear. They're very what would you, I don't think cowardly, that's like more of an that don't sit well with that sentence. They are cowards. They're cowards. Yeah. So I am getting that, but this time of the year I did a video on that. No more holidays. Yeah, it's something that people really need to look into, because you can have money and not flaunt it. The most important thing is having security. It's not using up all of your resources. It's ensuring that you got resources at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter if people think you have money, yes or no. And sometimes it's best when people don't know that you have money. You have especially within the black race, and that's why it seems like black people, they steal more than other races, because black people, they tend to congregate together, and so they flaunt around each other and they rob from each other. But it's pretty much the giving and that energy that's exuded, eventually that comes back, that energy of selfishness and competing reflects back onto them, because okay, the other person, they want to compete, they want to show off too, they don't have the means to do that. Okay, if they can get that by robbing you, they're gonna do that. And that's why it's not good to be competitive. It's not good to show off, because you attract the wrong energies and entities and elements around you, and you don't want that. You don't want no element of surprise in the sense of someone coming to rob you, even someone who especially someone who projects themselves as a friend, and all of a sudden, right before they pop a cap in your head, you realize, oh, they were a thief all along. They've been watching you all along. They've been watching you to see what you got, what how you be living. So you got to be careful. And, competing distracts you from, real dangers around you. Because whilst you're busy, competing against your neighbor, your landlord or whoever, somebody else is like watching you, like a thief is like watching you, man. And that's why it's so dangerous. I feel like this means something to you, water signs. Okay, I mean, like, even, with a lot of people broadcasting their lives on social media, how they be living, sometimes they ain't be living that large. That's for real, for real. A lot of times it's like a lot of illusions, but they set themselves up, because you find that people, you have people, they like watch members of their family or people who they care about. They target them. That's what I was trying to remember. They target them, like people who are close to them, because they think that, okay, they're living well, so possibly their mama is living well, their dada is living well. And it's like everybody is in this whole frequency of competing and pretending that, oh, they got money, and they're all on social media flaunting this and that. And it's so dangerous, because people are losing their loved ones because of this. People are losing their loved ones. Like, this recently happened, like played out in the media. This guy on YouTube, I don't even watch his stuff, but here in Jamaica, he's like a Jamaican vlogger. He and his girlfriend, and like, they recently killed his mom. They went to her house to rob her, and she didn't have any money, or she didn't have any money to give them, or she didn't give them any money. Okay, I'm not gonna say she didn't have any money, who knows, but she didn't give them any money, and they assumed that she had money. That's why they went there. They didn't get that, so they killed her. And so it's so crazy, because they be seeing her son living large on social media, him and his girlfriend. So there was surmise that, hey, he be giving his mama money, whether he was giving her money, yes or no. But that's what they're gonna theorize and surmise. And it's really dangerous. Like, for me, it's just strictly business on social media, and that's just it. It's especially this 12-year cycle is super dangerous, water signs. I feel like that means something to you. So if this is you doing that, you need to stop that shit, because like, it's not gonna pan out well for you. I'm like literally getting that, for real. Don't do that. I feel like someone is watching you, watching what you're doing, and you're giving off the wrong impression of your bank account or what you got or your status. You're setting yourself up as a prey. If this is you doing something to show off, whether it's to show off on your neighbors or whatever, like someone is watching you, like, be careful. Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's, but I'm getting like, it's just a new beginning. Some of you, there's a shift, and maybe something's gonna happen that is gonna actually, trigger someone, to change and to, move away from that competitive nature. Could be financial prison, but it could be, a robbery, but something's gonna happen. Okay? That's going to cause someone to move away from a certain way of living. Because I'm getting a certain way of living is being, it's changing. Traditions are changing. A certain way of living, doing certain things, spending, projecting, that's just changed. Because someone is like seeing things from a whole new perspective. This could be also transcending to higher frequencies. Deciding to take the minimalistic route, live a minimalistic life, because you see that it is best. You could be like realizing could be just an epiphany, man. Like you realize that it don't even make sense that I show what I got to people, because that's not adding value to me. That's not making me wealthier. That's just gonna make me a target, set me up as a target for people to rob me. You could be like thinking that right now, or you're gonna be thinking that. That's gonna like hit you on Friday, or I'm gonna like, could be even now. And you're gonna be like moving differently on Friday because of what's coming to you now, or what someone is saying to you. Maybe like someone, this could be even me talking to you right now, knocking some fucking sense in your head. Like, you gotta stop like flaunting and shit. If you're flaunting, like, people are, I'm getting strongly that you are being watched. You need to stop flaunting. You need to stop showing off like someone is like watching you and plotting your demise, like, for real. You don't have to be sun in water, or, you know, you're the rabbit, you're of the pig, or you're the goat, but you could have other aspects. You could have your North Node in an earth frequency. You could have Mercury in an earth frequency. You could have Venus in a fire frequency. You could got your rising in a water frequency, Mars in a water frequency, Jupiter in a water frequency. Like Jupiter in Scorpio, you like to show your wealth. You need to stop doing that shit, okay? Because like that has like a flip to it. Like, that does have a flip to it. Like, when you do that shit, with that frequency, you're prone to getting robbed. Like, when you spend or splurge, people tend to watch you more than anybody else, because that's just your frequencies. That's just what you attract. Thieves. Especially when you splurge. You need to hide that shit. Hide your money. Like, be more like a moon. Well, not all moon and Scorpios are like that. It depends on your overall aspects and shit. But you like need to start hiding your money and stuff like that, or stop flaunting your money so much. Like, damn. I'm getting someone who's planning a robbery, planning to rob someone. This could be after you leave your home to go to work or go out on the road. Someone who knows that you got money at home. They're planning to rob you. Okay? Now, whether you got money, yes or no, you sure as hell be making it seem that way. Okay? And this is like, you know, really the time of year where people, where there's a lot. We got Venus in Cappy. Damn. But it's also a time where people leave a lot of evidence behind, where it's easy to tell who the fuck robbed you, but nonetheless, people are gonna be robbing you. Now, this could turn out really nasty. Like, this could be like a whole full-on robbery, like a truckload of men coming up at your premises and like taking out you and your family and just like robbing your ass. I'm getting some deep shit like that. You see, people gotta really be careful, man, how they believe it, because I come across a lot of people, like especially me, and the way a lot of people they act. I know they are not wealthy, because I know, like, come on, majority of the world's population is below average. You know what that means? They be trying, man. They be struggling, even though it don't look like they're struggling, man. I know that, like, I know illusions. I know when people are fakes and they're pretending. That's why I don't allow myself to get swayed by whatever people do. But not everybody has enough sense to know that, or to see things from that perspective. So you'll be like flaunting and shit. Man, these could be your own friends, your homies. They're watching you, man. Oh my god, you got this big house, you got 2 stories, like you painting and shit, and you doing some work on your house, man. You getting new furniture and appliances. Damn, the first thing they be thinking, you got money. So you want to, whatever it is you're doing, you don't want people, do what you're doing, do your do, but don't broadcast this, don't flaunt it. It's time for people to stop being show-offs, stop flaunting and shit. Don't get a concrete house because you want people to think you're rich, because that's not going to be good for you. That's going to be to your detriment. Like for me, I be saying I want me a ranch, a cottage, because honestly, I sleep better in board houses. That's the truth. I'm an earth frequency. I've got earth highly aspected. Plus, I'm an Aquarius giant. I like being out in the open. That's like being in the open. That's Aquarius frequency. I like that shit. I don't like concrete. I don't like anything that's concrete. I don't like plastic either. I like authenticity. I love things that are real. I don't like anything that's fake. Like wood is something that, you know, you don't have to process to build a home with. You know, so I like wood. I like wooden houses. I like ranches, cottages. I don't like concrete and shit. I don't want to live in a concrete house. That's not my ideal home. But a lot of people there also like me, but they, because of social conditioning, because everybody building concrete houses. That's how you show that you prosper. And who cares if people think you're prospering, yes or no? Let them think that you're not prospering. You're better off that way, because then nobody will think to rob you. You'll live way longer. Damn. You got people in board houses. They got more money than people who live in concrete houses. And nobody knows. Nobody thinks that, because everybody plays into the simulation, the matrix, the loop. Not everybody, but most people. It's only like a real smart criminal who can pretty much size up a guy and say, you know, even though he's in a board house, a cottage, I know that guy. I know that chick. She got a lot of money. It's only a really sensible criminal can think that way. I'm broke right now. But I'm telling you, whenever I do come into cash, ain't nobody gonna know that I got cash. I don't care if you think I'm broke. What you think don't mean anything to me. And it's better off a lot of people think you're broke, because then you won't become a target. People are gonna learn during this 12-year cycle, stop being show-offs. Stop doing shit to get a rise out of other people, because that's gonna lead to your demise, your detriment, your death. Or the death of your family. Like you overseas and you like, man, a lot of these people from the past, don't let them know you're overseas. Don't let them know that you're spending money. People want people to think, oh, she moved on and she's this big person now, blah, blah, blah. And then you find these people, they're plotting to kill your family and rob them because like you sending lots of money to your family. Like, damn, on some serious shit. You gotta be careful. People have no idea how much a clock strike. Let me just say that in Jamaican dialect. People have no idea what time it is. That's what I mean, man. They have no time. They have no sense of time. They have no idea what time it is. I feel like I'm preaching to you. I feel like Spirit is like, wants me to plead with you. Somebody's gonna die because they're casting an illusion, or they're exposing their hands. So many deaths. I don't even want to say this holiday season, because there are no more holidays, like I've been telling people, but people, they still want to go back to the past, man. It's to the future, not back to the past. That's why you got 9 of Wands. You need to leave the past petty mentality of pretending that you wealthy and you not. With all this extraness, just leave that fucking shit in the past. Leave that petty mentality in the past. Leave showing off in the past. It's time for you to shift your perspectives and see life from a different vantage point. That is not all about what you got. And I feel like once people shift out of that frequency of wanting to show off and brag on people, because like people think that that's what makes people better than people, what they have and what they don't have. And at the end of the day, they're just jealous, because if you're not jealous, you won't feel the need to prove. I feel like once people shift out of that frequency of trying to prove to other people or prove on other people, I feel like then people won't feel the need to overshop, to overspend, to splurge, to waste. People will participate and engage in more recycling. I've seen so many people waste such good furniture and such good stuff, appliances and stuff like that. A lot of people, they put down the garbage collectors, but I see how those guys are wonderful. They are like such awesome, you know, what would I create? I don't, what is the word? I want to, because how I see them move, they like go through, they rummage through the bin, and they look for stuff like that people throw away that they can try to repair and possibly use. And you know, it was a day before yesterday. It was yesterday I saw them. They came through the place, you know, on a garbage truck with Phoenix on it, and that was like a synchronicity because they came on a different truck last week, but it also had Phoenix. But the trucks that they normally come and pick up the garbage and don't have Phoenix on them, and I found that really synchronistic, and it was like for 2 weeks consecutively. But I was like, Phoenix is like refurbishing. It's like never ever really dying. It's like you die, but from your ashes you resurrect, and so your ashes, your death wasn't wasted. Your death wasn't a waste. So that's kind of like the 9 of Wands, like resurrecting from the past. Though you leave certain, you know, ways of doing things in the past, but pretty much you refurbish the frequencies, or you reuse the energies of the past, and you pretty much remold them energies, which is transmutation. You transmute them to different, you know, frequencies, you know, and you advance towards the future with those. It's kind of like that. So garbage collectors, they're so important. They're such excellent recyclers. Is that a word? I don't know. They recycle a lot, and that's beautiful. We can learn a lot from them. I see a lot of people like waste and throw out a lot of good furniture and stuff like that. They don't really care to refurbish them. It's like, oh hell, I got someone overseas, they can buy me, you know, they can buy a new table, they can buy this or that. I'm like, are you like fucking serious? And then, you know, like especially like, you know, here in Jamaica, I see that a lot. I'm like, no wonder y'all so fucking poor, because you don't know about saving. All you know is to spend, because you want to always have new stuff to show that you got money, because that's you being better than the next person. But that's pretty much you setting yourself up to be a target, to die early. Yeah, to flip into an early grave, and to leave this lifetime pretty soon. I'm gonna leave it there, guys, but you know, because I feel like, you know, you needed this lecture. Okay, you needed this, so I'm gonna leave it there. You know, people made you know this time of the year all about, you know, remodeling, refurbishing, spending, splurging, showing off, and stuff like that. And then, you know, people who don't know better, they, you know, get, you know, engulfed by all that fakeness, thinking that you have money. And a lot of times these people, they borrow money to, you know, get these work done, refurbishing, even work on their bodies and shit like that. They be borrowing money to get their hair done and stuff like that. You think that, oh, they, you know, they be like raking in money, but like, and then, you know, people who don't know better, they watch these people, and you know, they get red-eyed and stuff like that, and they plot their demises. They plot to rob these people and to kill them so they don't talk. And then there you find, you know, the cycle of violence. We need to change that way of life. Stop being so fucking stupid, because it's just really stupidity. Like, life is so much more than what you wear, what you eat. It's about experiencing. That's why we're here. We're spiritual beings here to have a human experience. Let's have that and stop the tomfoolery. Namaste.